Hello, everybody. Arturo Johnson here, back with another YouTube video for you all. So I just really wanted to come to you all today and share something amazing that over the past 3 years, we've been working with clients in the life insurance space, helping them to create a predictable and automated system online to generating clients and to have clients chasing them. So I wanted to come with you just over the last few years, just what we've seen as the evolution of an agent. And I just wanted to share some of those things with you today. So the first stage is really going to be the beginner stage. Now, this is really about from 0 to 100K per year. And what we found is that most agents that are beginners, the first thing that you need to do is figure out a good lead source. And so most agents are either using their warm market, or they're getting leads from their upline. And then some other organizations, they're using methods like CRM leads, or they're getting referred out to a source of some sort. And that's how they're trying to generate appointments. And so the next thing that the beginner agent is going to need is high activity. So Jim Rohn says that in the beginning, you're going to have to make up for what you lack in skill with activity. And so this is a vital piece to beginner agents that I know you'll see the leaderboards and you'll see these agents walking around drinking a cup of coffee that aren't working really hard. But what you didn't see is that all the time, all the blood, sweat, and tears that they put into in the beginning. And so, I know everybody's seen that image of an iceberg where you're just seeing the tip of the iceberg, but there's bound to be countless dial days and hours that they've spent putting in the blood, sweat, and tears so that they could reap these rewards right now. And the next thing is going to be discipline. This is what most agents, I believe, need in order to have success. And it's because they don't focus on the fundamentals. They think that you need to know all of these policies and you need to know the ins and outs of the language and all of those things. But really, the most important thing is discipline, right? And so what do I mean by discipline, right? You get what you put in. And if you don't have a systemized life, then usually you're not going to have success. And there's a saying that business people don't have problems in their business. They have personal problems that reflect in their business. So for life insurance agents, if you're coming in and you don't have a ton of discipline, then I recommend that you seek out some self-help things to help you. For example, going to bed at the same time and waking up at the same time every single day, getting some exercise in, doing some meditation, reading, sharpening the iron, having a regimen, planning today, knowing what you're going to do every single day and doing those things, as well as some affirmations and some mindset processes that you need to do, right? Some goal planning and things of that nature. And so the last thing is to learn how to handle objections from the leads. And this is very important because a lot of new agents don't know how to handle objections from leads. For example, I didn't fill this out. And a lot of new agents kind of struggle with that. And this is important because that's just a smokescreen. We all know that spending hours on the phone dialing, that's just a smokescreen. For example, I've been online looking for a TV for the last, 6-7 weeks, looking for deals. Your eyes are starting to cross and you finally find that right TV that you want to get right before the Super Bowl, and you go into Best Buy. And what happens, right? The salesperson comes right up to you and they ask you, is there anything I help you out with? Now, you've been looking for like 6 weeks online, looking for deals, Amazon, this and that, and you're starting to get confused. And you come into the store because you want somebody to explain to you what's the difference between this TV and this TV over here for $1,000 difference, right? And this person's there to help you. And the first thing you do is say, no, I'm just looking, right? And you literally came in the store for that. And so what we can say is that is a smokescreen. So as a new agent, you definitely need to be able to handle those objections to get consistent over the phone handling leads. And last thing, you need to get good at setting appointments, right? So this is important because in order for you to have success, you're going to have to pack your calendar full of appointments, right? So that you can have a high opportunity to write a lot of premium, right? To at least get to that 10K per month. And so the numbers are probably you need about 8 appointments a day. So if you're calling on Mondays, you obviously need to set about 15 for Tuesday and Wednesday in order to have some success in the model that I've seen from the successful people that we work with. And then so you can get back on the phone on Thursday. So that's that beginner stage, what we found. And in the intermediate stage, this is going to be right around 100K to 500K per year. And this is where you've kind of mastered setting and you've kind of maxed out that one lead source. And now you need to find multiple sources of leads, because what you start to figure out is as your lead budget goes up, the quality of the leads go down. And so you start to notice a trend of I'm spending more money on leads, but I'm not getting that same ROI. And in this next step, you definitely want to master the sales process. So once you get a few lead sources together, then you need to become as efficient as possible, right? So you either need to have appointments every single hour, or you need to have them every half hour. And like my client, Kevin Alexander, he has them every 15 minutes. So he's got it down to a process, but you need to master the sales process to take a stranger and turn them into a paying client. And with that, you need to be self-generating about 60 appointments a week. Now, this is important because if you wake up every single day with the full calendar and you have this abundance mindset, you could stumble and fail your way to success just from the amount of volume, but also it's going to allow you to fail fast and learn from your mistakes so that you can start to go to that next level. And then the last thing you're going to need is you're going to need to find an admin person to help you process applications and emails. And so there's one thing of just getting really busy and starting to write a bunch of business and close a bunch of clients. But with that is this trail of applications where somebody missed a signature somewhere, or you got a social number wrong, or they forgot a medication that they're on, or a decline or something like that, or they need to use a different form of payment method. So with all of those things, you're going to need someone to help you to follow up with those things so that you can continue to produce. And so next is the expert. Now, this is the range of 500K to $1 million per year. And at this level, like my client, Kevin Alexander, what he's found is that now you can't just depend on lead sources to feed you, right? Because if those lead sources go away, or they decide to shift to a different business model, or they run out of leads, or they just shut down, right? Then now you're in a huge position, right? And as we know, that leads are the lifeblood of the business. And so if you want to control your business, this is where you have got to control the lead source. And so you need to own your own system to generate leads. And this is very, very important, because once you control your own leads, now you're really fully in control of your business. And then the next thing you need to do is you need to find a skilled sales rep that these top producers are writing, between 20 to 30K per month. And this is important because good people are hard to find. And a lot of times what happens is you hire a bunch of people and then you realize that, a lot of people want to make a lot of money, but they don't want to sacrifice and give up what it takes to do it. And so what you have to do is you have to figure out a system to be able to attract key A players. And I'm going to give you a tip. The number one way to attract more successful people and A players is for you to become an A player. And the next thing is how to cut costs and increase profits. So if you are generating your own leads, then you have control of those things where you can shift and control the nodules in your business to ramp the spend up and cut the cost over here. And if you're doing a couple of things that we teach in the MDRT Mastermind, where you can cut a bunch of overhead and start to flow those things back into your business, you can operate, at a really high level. For example, my client, Kevin Alexander, he probably spends about 12 grand a month and he's writing over 120K a month, right? But also he's getting a 6 ROI or 6 ROI on his time, because no longer is he spending time doing what every other agent is. And if you want to know a little bit more information about that, you can go ahead and click the link below and book a call with us. And then the last thing you need to do is focus on how you can exponentially grow your business. And so if you keep doing what you did last year, this year, then, there's no way that you're going to exponentially grow. Because if you keep doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results, that is what Einstein called the definition of insanity. So what you need to do is you need to make a pivotal shift to do something extreme in order to grow your business. Because if you don't, then you're just going to creep up. You're going to write, 10% more than you did last year. You're going to write 20% more. But if you want to 1, 2, 3, and even 10x your business, you're going to have to figure out how to exponentially scale. And that's what we help you with in the MDRT Mastermind program. So hopefully you all found this helpful. Just wanted to come to you with a really quick meeting right before one of my next meetings with my leadership team. And if you found this helpful, and if you're a road warrior and you're already writing between 30 and 50K per month, and you want some more consistency in your business sustainably with your time, and you're tired of committing all your 60 to 70 hours a week and missing dinner with the family and weekends to coach and go to your kids' games and all of those things, and you want your life back, you want some time back, go ahead and click the link below and book a call with myself or someone from my team. And we'll see if we can put a game plan together so that you could have the best year ever. Take care.